from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Here is Slim. 5 points in the game. Bank shot. No good.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And as the days and months go by, Greg still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against a team of his caliber. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And it's the Kings with the ball after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Here is Slim, covered by LeBron. Slim passes to Sabonis. The Kings need to get off a shot here. DeRozan's shot is off. Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Bucks.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
And proving to be effective around the rim, Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Screen by Sabonis. Here's Slim. Moves back up. And Sabonis finishes it off.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here is Slim. 7 points in the game. DeRozan in the corner. It's stolen by Hachimura. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Monk grabs the board.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
Here is Slim. He's coming off a 25-point game against Houston. 6 on the shot clock. On its way from DeRozan for 2. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the paint. Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Here's Slim. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, he's got the hot hand, and he's scoring with confidence right now.
So break in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
Now, here's Doncic. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, and his facilitating was also extremely impressive. He was outsmarting the defense and easily connecting with ready shooters.
Here is Slim. He's got 10. DeRozan bounce pass. Here's Slim. And he can't bank that one in. All right, guys, I'm told we're about to connect to our insider, Shams Charania, who has a beat on something. Hey, Shams, what's the story?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. As the trade deadline gets closer, it's the Lakers front office making things happen. They needed someone to lock down the paint, so they went out and got big man Jonas Valanciunas. He's valuable on both ends of the floor, and Valanciunas is also an expert at guarding in the paint. He can score as well, and he's got double-double potential still late in his NBA career. Huge get for them.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams. And it's the Kings at the ball, following the bucket by the Lakers.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Sabonis with the steal. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Slam, good.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this play.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's LeBron. Valanciunas with a screen on Levine. Pulls up on the wing. And LeBron James gets it to go.
In production, one of the things James does best, he's so skilled at finding shots for himself.
Sacramento making some changes. Saric comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Malik Monk. The Lakers also changing it up. Hayes is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Gannett comes in for James. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Reeves. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Sabonis is a very crafty player. He knows how to get defenders off balance.
And you talk about the best center in the league, Sabonis certainly is in that group.
He sure is, Kevin, the second Sabonis to be in that group. And look, this guy can do it all. He is one of the best passing bigs in the league. He's one of the best rebounding bigs in the league. And he can shoot the ball on the perimeter. A tough guy to deal with.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, guys, Slim in the last outing against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He had 25 points, and he really showed up on the defensive end as well, using all of his versatility. It's the latest entry in what's been a string of fantastic games from him. We'll see just how long he can go, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Rick, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Eubanks, he's checked in for the Kings. Westbrook kicks to Doncic. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Here's Slim. He uses both hands to jam it in.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Down the 2-hand slam. And so it's Sacramento in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. We'll get right back to the action when we return. In for the Kings. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Lakers trail by 3. Drew Eubanks out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Slim. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Schroeder in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Reeves with it. He's guarded by Schroeder. Reeves left side. Shoots over Schroeder. Reeves can't hit. Kings leading now by 3. In the corner, it's LaVine. Charge just screen on Westbrook. Here is Slim. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's LaVine. Good D by Westbrook.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
On the wing, Reeves. He's guarded by Schroeder. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, and look at how well he let him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Here is Slim. He's covered by Westbrook. Here is Slim. 17 points in the game. Shoots it up. And it's Schroeder missing.
Big margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Connects. No good. For Sacramento, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. LaVine for 3. Sacramento again missing.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Hayes the pass to Vanderbilt. And Hayes gets to Westbrook. Lakers passing it around. Vanderbilt misses. For the Kings, they come in off the loss to Houston.
And they brought the energy. I thought played well, but both teams really put on a great show. Unfortunately, someone had to lose.
Yeah, that was 2 very evenly matched teams. But in the end, it came down to who executed better down the stretch.
Here is Slim. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the writing is on the wall. The Lakers are Luka's team now. And it seems quite possible this will be King James' final season with the team after he picked up his almost $53 million player option. So LeBron is not entirely comfortable with the situation from my understanding. And guys, he's got to make the most of every season he has left.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. Sacramento making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. DeRozan comes in for Saric, and it's Ellis in for Zach LaVine. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. LeBron's checked in for Dalton Knecht. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves.
Once DeRozan gets inside with the ball, he is very efficient.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Oh, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And here are the Kings now after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Westbrook double team. Pass to Valanciunas. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Here is Slim. He's got 21. Here's the drive. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Now here is Hachimura. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce. For a report on MP.
Well, as I'm sure you've heard, MP's father is on the mend from a recent heart attack. The recovery is going well enough that his doctor cleared him to fly, and he's in the stands today. MP told me, quote, seeing him out there, that means the world to me. Something I will never take for granted again. As wholesome an answer as you'll get, guys.
Well, we know his dad means the world to him. Nothing keeps you whole like family does. Hey, thanks for the report. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of a court that has to be covered in this style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
There's a minute 40 left in the second quarter. Dunked by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas takes up a lot of real estate, which helps him snag offensive rebounds.
Here is Slim. He's got 26. Right side, Sabonis. Nice feed from Valanciunas.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Here's Doncic. Swing pulls it in.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Here's Schroeder. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, there's that wiry strength. Schroeder converting off contact.
Hachimura kicks to Doncic. And Doncic with the triple.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Slim passes to DeRozan. Here is Slim. He's covered by Hachimura. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And some changes here for the Kings. LaVine's checked in for Keon Ellis. And Monk's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. The Lakers also with a sub. Reeves is checked in. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Slim through it.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Kings on top, up by 5. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports.
Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking? I'm a little tired.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Sacramento Kings.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish the tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steal.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. In the forward positions, James and Hachimura. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Pass to Reed. It's stolen by Monk. Slim passes to Sabonis, and the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, look, Sabonis has the footwork to get himself in position to finish right at the cup.
Doncic outside. Off target from outside.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside, Sabonis. A three-pointer off the mark. Lakers trail by 5. Reeves the pass to Doncic. Doncic with the screen for Reeves. LeBron James attacking. And it's Austin Reeves with the 3. Reeves has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Catch and fire. Reeves always ready to pull the trigger.
Slim passes to Monk. Levine against James. Lock at 6. Jacks up a 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
The Kings have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since hanging out the locker at the break.
Well, DeMar has put a lot of work into developing his playmaking skills, and you can see the results there.
Pass to Hachimura. Lakers working the ball around now. On the wing, Reed. And it's off from three-point range. Screen by Sabonis. Slim passes to Levine. Here is Slim. Back to Levine. Pass to Slim. On the wing, Levine. 17-foot shot on the way. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Take a look at Slim. His athleticism is off the charts, and it doesn't go unnoticed, as you can see by how high he is in the dunk contest voting.
Yeah, and the fans want him. I think the media wants him. Heck, he wants to be in, so I'm glad that he's in a position to take part.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'll still go.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Well, this is why you involve Valanciunas in screen and roll, because he's adept at capitalizing on it.
No problem knocking that one down. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, great decision there. Kicking it out to a ready shooter.
Lakers trail by 3. Pass to Hachimura. Now Valanciunas. Doncic outside. No good. That would have tied it.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Slim passes to DeRozan. On the dunk by DeRozan.
Nice to see DeRozan take flight and turn back the clock a little bit.
James outside. Valanciunas with a screen on Levine. James finds Valanciunas. And that one, good. Valanciunas has got 10 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach needs him. Los Angeles leading by 3. They've got Domantas Sabonis. Slim is out there with us. Then it's Dario Saric. And it's Schroeder in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Saric just screen on Westbrook. Slim, no good on that one. Westbrook with the nice D there.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this. Nice. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. From past the arc. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Schroeder outside, from outside the arc. That ball, high speed that time comes Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 4th assist in this one. Westbrook surveying the D. Puts one up from 19. It's hauled in by the Kings. Here's Slim. Count it. Slim's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Outside Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Schroeder outside. Here is Slim. Sabonis a screen on Westbrook. Slim passes to Schroeder. To the middle. Sabonis. And it takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Kings lead by 1. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And G.A., you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Jones checked in for Sacramento. Monk comes in for Hayes. And then for Los Angeles, Jake LaRavia is checked in for Hayes. Marcus Smart comes in for Connect. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here is Slim. Monk outside. Pass to Slim. Fader on the way. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Out to Doncic. Let's go. Smart misses. The Kings trailing. In the corner, it's Monk. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
Here is Slim. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Doncic. From downtown, Sabonis grabs the ball. Sabonis has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. The Kings trail by 4. Screen by Sabonis. Here's Slim. And the shot is good. Slim's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Westbrook against Schroeder. Westbrook passes to Vanderbilt. Outside for Smart. Outside Westbrook. Fires from way outside. Cleared away by Sabonis.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear it.
I tell you what, if you take off on that one, not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away. And right now, DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for the Kings. Zach LaVine comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Vanderbilt. Hachimura comes in for Jake LaRavia. LeBron's checked in for Smart. And it's Austin Reeves in for Russell Westbrook. LaVine. And he gets the footer to drop.
Well, LaVine pulling out the clutch team.
LaVine against James. Doncic outside. From deep. Cleared away by Sabonis.
Well, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Monk. Here is Slim. To take the lead. Does not go in. Valanciunas. Strong move off the glass.
The big man stepping up in the big moment. Valanciunas able to put the team on his back. Continues to be a solid rotational piece, a nightly double-double threat who enjoys throwing his weight around.
Yep, that goes down.
And that was the right call. But when you need a basket, those are the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
It's James. Doncic outside. Missed on the three.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Sabonis' screen on Doncic.
huge shot.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Guys, what are their best options now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
And what you love about Reed, his mental toughness, they needed that one.
Here is Slim, guarded by Doncic. Here's Sabonis. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And now they decide to foul intentional.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball just let those last seconds away.
He drops the first one. That will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the three and try to force OT.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Hope has noticed that extra.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. They've got Slim. Levine is out there with DeRozan. And there's Monk. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. LeBron James. There's the jumper. Nice one.
Oh, you got to run LeBron off the ball there.
Here is Slim. Sabonis' screen on Doncic. Again, sees him with the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. James outside. Here's Reeves. Swing from outside.
Nice find by LeBron. This guy is the best passer I've ever seen.
The Kings trail by 3. As we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Sabonis' screen on Doncic. What a response! Hitting a 3 of their own.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Reeves fires. Here's Hachimura. LeBron going to work inside.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Here is Slim, guarded by Doncic. Overtime in full swing here with 2 minutes off the clock.
When Valanciunas gets rolling, he can make a lot of trouble on offense, as we're seeing right here.
Screen by Sabonis. For 14, can't get it to go. Lakers lead by 4. Reeves outside. It's James. Doncic outside. Three-pointer.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Monk outside. Here is Slim. Puts up the 3. He drills the 3.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunity.
And he's gone 2 for 2 on their 3-point shots since the start of overtime. Something they might want to stick with. Now, James. Here's Hachimura. The
fire approach. Nice.
DeRozan. Here is Slim from outside. Good, he hits again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making the GA look all too easy right now. The Lakers have gotten themselves off to a terrific start here in overtime, hitting 6 of the first 7 shots. And now we've got the intentional foul. LeBron against Levine. Now Doncic. Response triple. Answers back.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Jacks up a 3. Valanciunas with the rebound. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Thanks, guys. Tough loss tonight, MP. You did a pretty good job creating turnovers, but obviously it wasn't enough. What did you see out there?
I don't know. Effort was there.
Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you for joining us.
All right, we're here with MP and tonight's VIP. MP's dad.
Now, most people call me Matt.
Can I call you Matt?
No.
All right, Matt. What'd you think of your son tonight, man? He make you proud?
Oh, man, I don't want to get too cheesy, but I've always been proud of him, too, man. No matter what he does, he gives it his all. And he's a genuinely good person.
Thanks, Dad. Hey, Xander, wait, whoa. Let's mix it up. I thought this was supposed to be a lighthearted.
A big game tonight for MP as his father, who recently suffered a heart attack, was in attendance. MP is very close with his father, and you saw that bond tonight. Thoughts and prayers to MP.
All right. This is the third game, and
maybe not pushing hard enough, right? What's the solution? I want to work on practice. I can drop some routines for that. I'll start putting millions in drills in order to coordinate practice. We're still good for tomorrow. They might not like that.
Can we move it later this week?
You're on feet. Let's go.
Welcome to 2K Sports. What could be better than kicking back on a Sunday afternoon watching the Tim, we're in the middle of a grueling NBA season. What's a challenge the fans might not realize?
Well, it's just that grind, B.A., mentally and physically. Trying to find enough rest, trying to stay energized between the ears often is the biggest challenge.
And here's Cunningham outside. On target from range.
And that is a smooth release off the catch. Cunningham with great touch.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Perimeter is filled up by Monk and DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis out there with George. And it's Slim in at the point. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And time now to go courtside with Al in force for a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. Well, there's a lot on the line in terms of the MVP race with Cade Cunningham and MP both in this game. I took a moment with MP to ask him what he thought about Cade's game and the season that he's had. MP told me, quote, Cade is incredible. To see a guy who had to work so hard early and now he's at the top of the league, it's great to have someone like him in the MVP conversation. A lot of praise coming from MP, guys.
Plenty of respect there. Thanks. Detroit moving the ball around. And a miss there on the triple. Sacramento has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Slim. He's watched by Cunningham. George outside. Pass to Slim. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And Cunningham pulls it down. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their style is key. Adding win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Cunningham passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Monk. Pass to Slim. Going inside. Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game. And he drops it first. It's both from the stripe. And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one in Sacramento.
They got crushed the last time they faced this team, and they only have themselves to blame.
They just committed too many mistakes. It was impossible to overcome.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. George sets a screen. Here's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's a beautiful stroke that time by Paul George. If he gets a look from beyond the arc, he is really dangerous.
Stewart outside. Back to Cunningham. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. The Pistons leading. Monk against Ivy. Pass to Cunningham. Fires for 3. Knocks down the long J. Cunningham's got 10 points in the game.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Slim, pass to Monk. Here's Slim. George, a screen on Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. Driving to the basket. Slim misses. Detroit leading by 4. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
George sets a screen. Here's Slim. Buries it from 3. 13 points in the game.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Ivy outside. There's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
George, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Slim. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, J.B. Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. I heard Coach go over the dribble handoffs that Sabonis is so creative with. He reminded his players that the jumper isn't the first option. Usually he looks to pass for 3 to 4 seconds, reminding his players to stay wide, anticipate high passes, watch for the cutters, and then contest. Sabonis can be a real headache out there. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it. Taking a look at the Kings. They've got Dennis Schroeder. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's Slim in at the point. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Slim's got 15 points. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Kings.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And their ball pressure has been a major story in this one. Their ability to create turnovers and then turn that into offense. What a huge difference that has made.
Oh, sweet move. The rebound by Detroit. This game following their win against the Rockets.
Hey, guys, can we show some love to the defense in that game? They were relentless. They were dominant. It was just a great performance overall.
I just thought they looked focused all night long. At no point did they relax or take their foot off the gas. After lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim. He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team. He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Quickly from outside. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
A lot of confidence that time by Quickly, showing you he can play off the ball as well.
Here's Slim. He's got 15. Sabonis, the pass to DeRozan. Duren with a steal. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Spins. Cunningham outside. Oh, he tries a 3. And the Pistons, another 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
DeRozan, a screen on Cunningham. And they call an illegal screen here.
Just in this quarter, he's turned it over 3 times. Not sure what's going on with him.
And the Pistons making a change here. Ivy's checked in. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sacramento. Paul George comes in for Schroeder. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And it's getting down to the wire here. Just 7 days left in the All-Star voting. Here's how it looks.
It's all coming together. We've got a pretty good idea of who's going to make it.
And you look at Sabonis. He's just outside the top 10 in Western Conference All-Star voting.
So he's got some ground to make up to be named a starter. But still, the fans are giving him his props.
It's shaping up to be a terrific All-Star weekend. More news to come as we receive it. Detroit moving the ball around. There's Cunningham with a 3. Ivy outside. Picked by Stewart. Clock at 6. Over to the wing. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. There's Cunningham with a 3. Cunningham confident in his range.
Nice rebound. match the other team's intensity right now.
Kings trail by 7. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
All right, that's 2 fouls, not a big deal, but you don't want to pick up that third before the half.
Ivy with the ball. Now guarded by Monk. He puts up a 3. And Detroit another 3.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
59 seconds left in the half. Here's Slim. He's watched by Cunningham. DeRozan outside. And stolen by Stewart. On the wing, Ivy. Monk covers. Ivy passes to Stewart. Duren with a screen on DeRozan. Back to Ivy. Shot clock at 6. Cunningham outside. And Detroit another 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Slim. 15 points in the game. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
How many shots has he missed this quarter? Might be time to find offense elsewhere. Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
There's 6 seconds left in the second period. Here's Cunningham. Shots blocked. That'll do it for the first half. Detroit on top. They lead by 13. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Well, yeah, watching these guys make me want to be out there, Shaq. I mean, all the space they have to shoot it in right now, man, this would have been...
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Sacramento Kings. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game. He has been everywhere.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Trailing by 13. Next up, the Knicks in New York. It'll be game 3 of 6 on their current trip. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Cody Martin is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duren in at the center position. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half.
He has such great feel. Sabonis sets the pick and finds his way down the lane to get open.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Slim in the last outing against Cleveland played phenomenal. He had 46 points, and they just couldn't stop him. Every time he let it go, you expected it to go in. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Great report there, Allie. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true, like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. A multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic. Cunningham finishing through the whistle. Great body control with that contact.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Sabonis with a screen on Cunningham. Slim misses.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Ivy passes to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Cunningham's got 24 points.
He is so fluid with the ball in his hand. Sometimes you forget how big Cade is when you see him make a move like that.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. George with it. Now guarded by Duren. Pass to George. Here's Slim. And the Kings with another 3.
And that's his second 3 of the half and his 5th overall. Really lighting it up.
Yeah, here's Cunningham outside. Oh, Cunningham with the answer.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Slim. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Pistons lead by 13. Cunningham outside. Pass to Stewart. This one for 3. And Detroit another 3.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Here's George. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third. Connects again from distance.
Well, folks, if you haven't been following his story since coming into the league, for all-time NBA rookies, he's now 5th place in three-pointers made.
He's worked on his craft, improved even in his short time here in his rookie season. He's got that beautiful touch from deep, and that's not the only way he can score, that's for sure. Here's Ivy. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
From deep, another 3 for Sacramento.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Martin outside. Oh, from deep. Monk grabs a miss.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Picked by Sabonis. Here's Slim. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Pistons lead by 12. Pass to Stewart. Now Cunningham. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Slim. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Slim's got 29.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Quickly. Here's Schroeder. Here's Slim. Pass to George. Here's Slim. Rebound Detroit.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Sacramento?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And they have made a commitment to crash the glass. They are getting second chance points and playing with force on the offensive end.
Taking a look at the Kings. Perimeter is filled up by Monk and DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis out there with Paul George. And it's Slim in at the 1. Now here's Cunningham. The 3 ball. Drops in the 3. Cunningham's got 41.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Here's Slim. He's watched by Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cunningham there for the rebound. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. At one point, they led by 16. Now Stewart.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
That free throw no good. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Kings trail by 5. And he slams it down.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
Now Cunningham. Down low, Cunningham.
Well, Cunningham isn't afraid of big moments. He loves coming through for his team.
Takes a step back. George, a screen on Cunningham. Outside DeRozan. Here's Slim. George, a screen on Cunningham. From 17 feet out. Stewart with the rebound.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
It's Cunningham with a drive. Yes, sir! Make it in the layup.
With his 6'6" size, Cunningham is so tough to get off his rhythm off the bounce.
The shot is money.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs. Yeah, a lot of pressure in this situation. Not easy to convert those free throws.
No good from 3.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
There's the drive.
I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure didn't look good. Can't get it. Sacramento has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the... Wow.
That takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Outside DeRozan. It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
Here's Cunningham.
Cunningham gets credit there for attacking the defense on the interior, making them foul him in the process.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 2 here. Both free throws good from Cunningham. And it's Sacramento's ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And that could seal it at the line. He looked totally composed the entire time.
Ooh, the shot misses. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
It's a depth they have at that spot. They're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Making it a 2-possession game is critical right here. Nice work coming through and doing exactly that.
And he commits the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases the lead to 6. Fires the 3. So the Kings win it. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
All right, let's send it over courtside to Dominic Hamill.
MP, I know you're going through some personal issues. It must be difficult to have to perform under these circumstances.
Yeah, it could be a struggle, but we're all dealing with something, you know? That's why you got to be nice to people. You never know what someone's going through in their life. My dad taught me that a long time ago.
Wise words.
Yeah, he's a smart man.
We're all sending him our best. Thanks, MP.
Thanks, Tom. Really appreciate that.
Brian, back to you.
Thank you, Dominic.
People online are saying you lost his MVP showdown. Any thoughts on that one?
Look, if that's what the perception is, then that's what the perception is. Only thing for me...
Yo, MP, let's go.
Game time. Let's get it, MP.
MP?
thinking, MP.
You know, bro, if you don't want to do the video today, I understand.
No. I promised my dad I'd keep my same routine.
I got you. You know what time the surgery is again?
I don't know. It's supposed to be over sometime in the second quarter, but you never know. Could run longer.
That is true. You know what you want to talk about for the video?
No, I'm just gonna wing it. Talk about how I'm the best, we're gonna win, like and subscribe, blah, 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 all that.
Normal stuff, huh?
Normal stuff.
We are. The two of you are going to save us almost an hour a week.
Sounds great.
Great.
Yeah, how's that?
And then we saw.
Glad you asked. We'll be making weekly slideshows.
MP.
Let's go.
One more. Keep it going.
Come on, MP.
Just like that.
Yes.
Oh, you done? You done?